What an intro! Hey there, welcome. For a disclaimer, after you'll see me finish this brown wash of color, which is the underpainting, the video will jump to the last color layer. I've been away from the studio and got back 2 days ago, so I haven't been filming all the process till this point, and I thought I will do the video anyway, so I started filming, and that's it. So for a long time before I started working in layers, I was working mainly alla prima, which means I was working in one layer and one sitting to any given area, not including the underpainting, which is the brown wash that I just mentioned. So the mentality at that time was to finish in one sitting the area of choice, and I think it really hindered the final result, as I was more concerned with nailing it in one go than with how the painting would turn up. Now, of course, it is a matter of taste and intention, and alla prima has its own benefit and style, and I use it in my practice, in my sketchbook practice when I do color sketches. But when I'm looking for a different result with my actual projects, the final paintings, it wasn't quite there, no matter how much I tried to push it. Therefore, in the past year or so, I began building up the painting slowly with layers, controlling the values and hue, which means how light or dark the overall composition is and how chromatic or vibrant the whole painting is. I was more at ease in general because I didn't have to get it all done in one go. So my focus shifted from trying to do it in a single session towards developing the painting harmoniously, layer by layer. The way I go about it now, which I learned from many painters online and from courses I bought, which I will list in the description of this video, goes like this. The first one is the underpainting. This is the first layer. This is the establishment of values with a single group of colors. Not always, but this is usually how I do it. Usually I use the umbers, burnt umber, burnt sienna, raw umber, Vendic brown, this type of colors. Secondly, the blocking. This is the first color layer, which usually is quite loose, and I don't use a lot of color. It's very thin, so there is not texture on the surface. Here is a little example. This is a painting I did a couple months ago, and here you can see the progression through the layers until the finished painting. Thirdly is the next layer, which I'm trying to finish, but I know I won't, so I will have to revisit some areas for softening of edges or for darkening or light, putting highlights on certain things. So I aim to finish, but I know I will need to revisit some of the areas. Some of them I won't need to even revisit. It really depends on the painting, on what I paint. And in this video you see the kind of the final layer. I did have another session after I kind of finished it all, and just to pop up some darks and lights here and there. And this is how I go about it now. It's so much more stress-free than when I used to paint it in one layer and expect to, you know, nail it in one go. And when you build it up like that, you can control better the overall structure of the piece. You can get a sense of how the painting turns out from layer to layer. So if you wish to change something in the composition, you can do that, and not, you know, after you finish a given area, you spend about it, I don't know, 8 hours, and then you realize, oh, okay, I want to change it. Of course, it can happen also when you do it in layers, but I didn't have much of this trouble. Anyways, this little painting is a study for a bigger version, and as I was working on it, I was thinking on this method of painting and thought I'll just make a video out of it. I hope you found the information useful, and please do enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching.